Ladies and gentlemen, how is it going? This is Relly Rel on the scene. I already know. And I'm going to be having a quick little Guile guide out there for you guys. I have been playing this character for a couple of years now. Pretty much, he's the reason why I started playing Street Fighter. I always thought he was my favorite character. So he was so cool. I mean, look at this guy. Just look at him. Look at this man. But yeah, I've been playing him for a couple years now. I don't play him too much in 6, but I have played him enough. I've entered multiple tournaments with him. I've won tournaments with him, and I wanted to help those who are trying to get into this character and, you know, give a couple tips that I think would be helpful. That definitely helped me along the way. So first things first, I wanted to start off with my first tip, and it is going to be anti-air practice. Now, you want to be practicing your anti-airs. Now, obviously, Guile has his flash kick, you know, tried and true flash kick, but he does have really good, like, normal anti-airs, such as his stand medium kick, his crouch heavy punch, of course. He also has his down forward heavy kick. I forget the actual name of the move. It's a little slower, but it does have a good knockdown scenario. They kind of like tumble there. And he also has an air grab, and not every character in this game does. He's one of the few that do. And you pretty much want to, like, you know, go to the anti-air practice thing right here in the simple training settings. Just toss that on real quick, and then anti-air Ryu a couple times. Alright, get used to doing the different anti-airs. Some of them, like the normals, for example, they will trade from time to time. But it kind of varies on the character's jump normal. But yeah, you kind of want to just practice using these anti-airs because people are going to jump at you, especially on a character like Guile who has like really good like fireballs and like zoning tools to keep people out. It's going to make people want to jump at you. And so being prepared to jump to anti-air them when they jump at you is definitely like key for sure. Tip number 2 is always be charging. Now, I don't mean always be charging in the sense of just sit here and crouch for eternity. No. What I mean by that is to be charging whenever you're it's kind of like in the in-between phases. It's called charge partitioning. So whenever, for example, whenever you're going to be pressing a normal, right, or you're going to be like, even if you throw a sonic boom or a flash kick or something of that nature, when you're not doing those things, you want to be getting charged as fast as possible. So, for example, I'm going to do this combo right here. It is stand medium punch, crouch medium punch, and then I'm going to do it into flash kick. And so here I only had down charge there, but that is a simple combo that is kind of like tried and true. He's had it in previous games, and it is not like the easiest to pick up and do out of nowhere because you have to kind of get charged instantly right after you press the stand medium punch. Now I'm going to try it with Sonic Boom. Oops. There you go. And so you can kind of do it like the same type of thing, but charging from down back because it gets the charge for both flash kick and for Sonic Boom. So this is a pretty like simple like drill that I used to do when I was first picking up Guile and getting into him. Just doing stand medium punch, crouch medium punch into either flash kick or Sonic Boom, and you kind of get the timing more and more. But it's the concept really, because you will kind of be applying this to all types of things. Now, for example, there is a pickup that you can do after. Here it is. There's a pickup that you can do after getting a forward heavy kick on punish counter. You see how they flop over there? Now, normally, unless you're in the corner, you can't really do anything in the corner. You can do like sweep. You can do sweep to pick up. Right. But like when you're mid-screen, you really don't get anything, especially because it takes so long for you to, like, you know, get your bearings after flipping. But you can do a super afterwards and it'll pick up and combo, and you can only really do that if you have the charge for it. Now, you're not going to just be, you know, reacting, oh, it hit him, and then like trying to get the charge then. You want to be charging after you press forward heavy kick, and this is just kind of the concept that I'm talking about. You want to apply this to every move that you're doing, like every single one. Whether it be like Soba or flip kick or like Sonic Booms, like you can throw another Sonic Boom right when it makes contact for the most part, unless you're like barrel stuffing them, because you are instantly getting your charge right away. And this will also help with anti-air, because if you throw a Sonic Boom and they react and jump, but you already have the charge, you can flash kick before they get time to punish you for your mistakes, you know? Next tip is going to be vary your Sonic Booms. So when it comes to, you know, playing Guile, you're going to be throwing a lot of sonic booms, right? And you want it to be, let me turn this off real quick, sorry. You want to vary your timing. You don't want it to be like the same, like heavy boom, heavy boom, heavy boom every single time. And at the same time, you don't also want it to be light boom, light boom, light boom every single time. What you want to do is vary your sonic booms, because the reason is, obviously there's different speeds. If nobody knew, there is different speeds to the sonic booms that you throw. This is light right here, this is medium, and this is heavy. There's different timings for them, like how fast they cross the screen. But when it comes to like the defender, the person playing against Guile, they have to try to react and see, oh my gosh, is he gonna throw sonic boom here or blah 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 blah, right? He's trying to get a download on your timing, but while he's doing that, he's also trying to approach you. And when it comes to them approaching you, you know, they're gonna be trying to walk and block or walk and parry in this game, right? And so when it comes to that, varying up your timing makes it harder for them to close the distance, like, well, in a comfortable like fashion. It's not so easy when somebody's just throwing sonic boom, sonic boom, sonic boom, and like they're different like speeds at each time. And at this, while I'm saying that, I also want to mention you should also vary your sonic boom timings, because that would make it harder for people to get a read on when you're gonna throw sonic boom, and then they might try to jump. So for example, I'm gonna set the dummy here. Reversal after taking damage. I'm gonna have him do a forward jump. And so if I were to do sonic boom and a sonic boom every single time, all right, he just jumps over, right? And say, you know, he did a normal or something like that while he was jumping at me, that might punish me. But if I'm conscious of how I'm throwing my booms and like the pattern as to which I'm doing it, throwing two sonic booms, throwing two sonic booms like this, all right? If I were to just, you know, sometimes swap up and just throw one, I would be ready to anti-air him, right? You just want to keep varying your timings to see what the person on defense likes to do. Alrighty, so the fourth tip that I'm going to have for you guys is combos after boom. So there are going to be times when you're playing, oops, let me turn this off. There's going to be times when you're playing that you will be throwing booms and somebody's going to get hit. And now I have the frame meter on here for you guys to see. You see how it says plus 24 there? There are certain distances where, specifically with the light sonic boom, because of how slow it is, where you're going to be in a position to drive rush after and pick up for a combo with like using crouch jab. Now it is a very specific distance, but it is a lot easier when it comes to people getting counter hit. And the reason why this is important is because, say somebody's like in this range and they're trying to like throw like a stand medium kick or just like any poke in general, and you counter hit them, excuse me, you can get a pickup like that. And so when it comes to that, you can do a combo like this, so like medium into flash kick, right? And so there's like opportunities for you when it comes to the mid range when you throw like sonic boom. So being able to recognize, hey, oh, he got hit here, oh, I can drive rush after, is very, very useful, especially because there are going to be a couple times where just playing neutral or trying to like close the distance as Guile, you're going to be throwing like sonic boom into drive rush anyways. So being able to recognize that. Now, there are also times, excuse me, where you can do a bazooka knee to try and pick up, and which is also good because it's better to use farther out. And when you use bazooka knee, you can get two jabs into a flash kick there. And obviously, if you wanted to do a lot more damage or something like that, or if you think you can kill them, you could do like the jabs into like a drive rush, into whatever. So like there's opportunities there for you. Alrighty, tip number 5 is going to be, don't be afraid to move forward. Guile is synonymous for being that character that's sitting there, crouched, full screen, looking at you, throwing sonic booms, and flash kicking everybody when they come in. Now, the reason why I say don't be afraid to move forward is because, especially in Street Fighter 6, some people aren't afraid to walk at you. In fact, walking at Guile, while it isn't the most easy thing in the world, being able to walk at Guile and take your space, be patient, it makes it harder for him to operate, because once people get into a specific range, like from like maybe here to like where the Ryu is at right now, there's a range where if they're correct on you throwing a sonic boom, they can just jump over and punish you. Now granted, they have to, it's not a reaction for them, they have to call out the sonic boom, but at the same time, being able to walk into this space, force their way into this space by walking and parrying for different fireballs, is going to get them that chance to be able to jump in, because at the end of the day, fireballs are risky. So the reason why I say walk forward is because you can start to play footsies just like any other character. And you can play neutral in the mid-range area here. You know, you can try and start messing around with them, saying like, oh, he's gonna press a button, walk in and out and stuff like that. You can walk in, throw a crouch medium kick, throw a couple of different normals, right? But you being willing to move forward and interact with them before they come to you and force the interaction on your terms is definitely beneficial, because it keeps the defender on their toes. They have to be willing to be conscious and have quick thinking and see, okay, he's willing to come towards me, so maybe I have to start throwing buttons to stop him from coming from me, and then they'll start throwing normals, and then that's where you can get like whiff punishes and things of that nature. So being willing to move forward opens the door to you being able to play the mid-range, and also tied into that is being comfortable anti-airing with your normals, because when you're moving, of course, you won't have the charge for flash. So being willing to move around and actually play the game without just sitting in crouch the entire time is a skill that needs to be learned, and I recommend you should practice. Now, obviously, you're not going to get it like overnight or anything like that, but you know, just like playing casual games here and there, playing against some friends, or just being willing to learn when you're playing ranked, instead of like trying to play for the win at all times. It's definitely going to be helpful in the long run for sure. Alrighty guys, that was my quick little 5 tips for Guile. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was definitely an experience for me for sure. I wanted to spread my my knowledge on Guile, and I'm definitely willing to give more tips and maybe some gameplay footage of me playing Guile myself. Just comment below if you'd like this. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your day.